Hello dear students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. D.C. Saxena, Professor and Head of the Department of Food Engineering and Technology at Sant Longowal Institute of Engineering and Technology, Longowal. I am here to present the paper Technology of Meat, Poultry, Fish and Seafood Products. You know the importance of technology in any product. Now, after processing, there are so many byproducts which are to be utilized. And in this present case, the meat and poultry industry, which are having number of byproducts that should be utilized. And this aspect in the present module will be explained to you by my co-author, Mr. Narendra Kumar Chandla.
Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Narendra Kumar Chandla from Sant Longowal Institute of Engineering and Technology. Today, I am going to talk about module 34 of paper number 8, Technology of Meat, Poultry, Fish and Seafood. In this module, we will be learning about byproduct utilization, meat and poultry industry. We will be talking about byproducts in meat industry and its utilization, types of byproducts and nutritional value of the co-products. We will be talking about the utilization of the blood, isolation of the blood and utilization of the hides and skins, utilization of the bones, utilization of the gland, organ, edible tallow, lard and the oral utilization of the poultry byproducts. There are two types of byproducts. The first is type 1 byproduct. These includes which are used uncooked and uncooked products from mammalian species, which contains tissues such as diaphragm, skirt, cattle only, head meat, which includes cheek, cattle only, or even the pig, heart, kidney, liver, pancreas, tail meat, thymus, and tongue, and the avian parts such as heart and liver. These all comes under the type 1 byproducts. Then is type 2 type of byproducts. Under this, we include uncooked products, which contains a portion of mammalian species such as blood plasma, brain, feet, large intestine, small intestine, lungs, esophagus, meat, rectum, spinal cord, stomach, testicles, udder and the parts of the avian species such as gizzards and neck. Under utilization of these byproducts not only lead to the loss of the potential revenues, but also this leads to the added and increasing cost of disposal of these products. Non-utilization of animal byproducts in a proper way may create major aesthetic and catastrophic health problems to the human beings. In this module, we will talk about byproducts in the meat industry and its utilization. We will also talk about types of byproduct, nutritional values of the co-products, utilization and isolation of the blood, utilization of the hides and skin, gelatin from the hides and skin and its utilization, utilization of bones, utilization of gland and organs, utilization of edible tallow and lard. And moreover, we will also talk about utilization of poultry byproducts. The animal byproducts are efficiently utilized for the conversion of the value-added food and non-food products. Efficient utilization of the byproducts have direct impact on the economy and environmental pollution of the country. The meat co-products are produced by slaughtering, processing, wholesaling, retailing, and then rendering. The byproducts such as blood, liver, lung, kidney, brains, spleen, and trip have good nutritive value. Waste products from the poultry processing industry must be capable to process the byproduct from the meat and fish processing industry. Treated fish waste has found many applications, among which the most important are the animals. Underutilization of byproducts not only lead to the loss of the potential revenues but also lead to the added and increasing cost of the disposal of these products. Non-utilization of animal byproducts in a proper way may create major aesthetic and catastrophic health problems. Traditions, culture, and religion are often important when a meat byproduct is being utilized for food. The utilization and disposal of the product specific waste is difficult, which is due to its inadequacy, biological stability, potential pathogenic nature, high water content, potential for rapid autooxidation, and due to high level of enzyme activity. The diverse types of waste generated by the various branches of the food industry can be quantified based on the respective level of production. Byproducts in meat industry and its utilization. Here we will talk about various meat products originated from the meat industry and then talk about their utilization. Byproducts in the meat industry and their utilization in the United States consider everything produced by or from the animal except dressed meat to be a byproduct. Animal byproduct in the USA are divided into two classes. One is edible and another is inedible. In United States terminology, offal means slaughter byproducts and include the entire animal, which is not the part of the carcass. Variety meats are the wholesale edible byproducts. In English commercial slaughterhouse practice, the offal is divided into red and white. Under red, we have heart, liver, lungs, head, tongue, and tail. Under white offal, we have fat. And slaughterhouse has further divided this into sets of guts and bladder, set of thigh and forefeet and trimming. English Food Standard Food Committee also separated offal into two categories as discussed. Types of byproducts. Before going to the byproducts and their utilization, we must know the type of byproducts. Type of byproducts includes type 1 and type 2. Under type 1, which are used uncooked or cooked products from the mammalian species, contain tissues such as diaphragm, head meat, heart, kidney, liver, pancreas, tail meat, thymus, tongue, and avian parts such as heart and liver as discussed. Type 2 includes used uncooked products which contain portion of mammalian species such as blood, blood plasma, brain, large intestine, small intestine, lungs, esophagus, meat, rectum, spinal cord, stomach, testicles, udder, and parts of the avian species such as gizzard and neck. They are segregated, chilled, and processed under sanitary conditions and inspected by meat inspection services. In some parts of the world, blood is also used as an edible product for human beings. In US, meat trimmed from the head is described on edible offal or an edible byproduct. Edible fats are obtained during slaughter, such as the caul fat surrounding the rumen or stomach, or the cutting fat, which is back fat, pork leaf fat, and rumen fat. In commercial slaughterhouse practice, especially in UK, the offal is divided into red and white. Under red, as we have talked about, comes head, liver, lungs, tongue, tail, etc. In case of white, we have fat plus the set of the guts and the bladder, the set of the tripe, rumen, and the forefeet and trimming. The list originally includes the spinal cord and brain, but these are now banned for the food use since the outbreak of the BSE. BSE stands for bovine spongiform encephalopathy, popularly known as mad cow disease. Also includes poultry parts such as heart and liver. Pork tail has the highest fat content and the lowest moisture content of all meat byproducts. The liver, tail, ears, and feet of the cattle have a protein level which is close to that of a lean meat tissue, but a large amount of collagen is found in the ears and feet. As a result, byproducts such as ears, feet, lungs, stomach, and trip contains a large amount of proline, hydroproline, and glycine, and a lower level of tryptophan and tyrosine. Nutritional value of the co-products. As we know the type of the co-products, now we will talk about the nutritional composition or the nutritional values which we can derive out of the co-products. Edible meat co-products contain many essential nutrients. These includes a range of amino acids, hormones, minerals, vitamins, and range of or a profile of fatty acids. Some organs such as liver and kidney contain a higher level of carbohydrates than other meat materials. Pork tail has the highest fat, and liver, beef tail, ears, and feet have the closest protein level in comparison to the lean meat. The lowest protein level of meat co-product is found in brain, in chitrulline, and in fatty tissues. Here we will talk about nutritional values of the co-products. As we have discussed, the co-products comprises a variety of variability in the nutritional components. The vitamin content of the organ meat is usually greater than that of the lean meat tissue. Kidney and liver contain highest amount of riboflavin. Liver is the best source of niacin, vitamin B12, B6, folacin, ascorbic acid, and vitamin A. These organs, in addition to supplying vitamins, lamb kidney, pork liver, lungs, and spleen are excellent source of iron. The copper content is greatest in livers of the beef, lamb, and veal. Livers also contain highest amount of manganese. Many organ meats contains more polyunsaturated fatty acids than the lean tissues. Brain is the higher in the cholesterol as well as the phospholipids in comparison to meat co-products. Utilization and isolation of blood. Here we will talk about blood and its utilization. In Europe, animal blood has long been used to make blood sauces, blood puddings, biscuits, and bread. In Asia, it is used in blood curd, blood cake, and blood pudding. It is also used for non-food items such as fertilizers, feedstuffs, and as a binder. Food plasma also has an excellent foaming capacity and thereby can be used to replace egg whites in the baking industries. Basically, blood is usually sterile in the healthy animal and is high in the protein, especially well-balanced amino acids profile. Blood is the significant part of the animal's body mass, as the blood is used in the final products made up of meat become darker and unpalatable. As the blood is used in the final products made up of meat become darker and unpalatable. Plasma has more desirable color and a functional property, therefore is of great interest in the processing of meat. Utilization of hides and skins. Here we will talk about the utilization of the hides and skin so as they could be converted into many food and non-food products. Animal hides have been used for shelters, clothing, and as a container by the human beings since prehistoric times. The hides represent a remarkable portion of the weight of the live animal, and which is from 4% to as much as 11%. For example, cattle, the range is 5.1 to 8.5%. Average is 7%. Sheep is having a range of 11 to 11.7%. Swine is having a range of 3 to 8%. Hides and skins are generally one of the most valuable byproducts from the animals. Examples of the finished products from the hides of the cattle and the pigs and from the sheep pelts are leather shoes and bags, rawhide, athletic equipments, reformed sauce casings, cosmetic products, sausage skins, edible gelatin, and glue. Gelatin from hides, skins, and its utilization. As we have discussed, the utilization of the hides and skins in many food and in non-food applications like production of the leather, and the leather may be produced for the shoe making and for the bags. Gelatin is produced by controlled hydrolysis of a water-insoluble collagen, which is being derived from the protein. It is made from fresh raw materials of hides or bone that are in an edible condition. Both hides and bones contain large quantities of collagen. The processing of the gelatin from the hides consists of three major steps. The first step is the elimination of non-collagenous matter from the raw material. This is followed by controlled hydrolysis of the collagen to gelatin. The final step is recovery and drying of the final product. Utilization of bones. 11% of the pork carcasses, 15% of the carcasses, and 16% of the lamb carcasses are bone. These values are higher if they include the meat clinging to the bone. The marrow inside some of the bones can also be used as food. the marrow may be 4 to 6% of the carcass weight. For centuries, bones have been used to make soup and gelatin. In recent years, the meat industry has been trying to get more meat from the bones, and new techniques have been developed for this purpose. As far as the uses of the bone is concerned, it is used in the medicine and in the pharmaceuticals. Xiphoid from breastbone cartilage of the young cattle is used by plastic surgeons to replace facial bone. Red bone marrow is used to treat patients who have been low red blood cell count. Bone meal is also a nutritional source of calcium and phosphorus in human diet. Utilization of gland and organs. Animal organs and glands offer a wide variety of flavors and textures and often have a high nutritional value. They are highly prized as food in many parts of the world, particularly Southeast or in the East. Those used as human foods include the brain, heart, kidney, liver, lungs, and spleen. They also include the tongue, the bovine pancreas, and udder, the stomach and uterus of the pigs, the rumen, reticulum, omasum, and absomesum of sheep and cattle, and the testes of thymus of sheep and pigs. Utilization of edible tallow and lard. Here we will talk about the utilization of the tallow and lard to have various edible and inedible products. Animal fats are an important byproduct of the meat packing industry. The major edible animal fats are lard and tallow. Lard is the fat rendered from the clean tissues of the healthy pigs. Lard and edible tallow are obtained by dry or wet rendering. Tallow is hard fat rendered from the tissues of the cattle or sheep. In wet rendering process, the fatty tissues are heated in the presence of water, generally at a low temperature. The quality of the lard or the tallow from this purpose is better than that of the products from dry rendering. Low quality lard and most all of the inedible tallow and greases are produced by dry rendering. Rendered lard can be used as an edible fat without any further processing. However, because of consumer demand, lard and tallow are now often bleached and give a deodorizing treatment before being used in food. Therefore, meat producers have been using meat byproducts for a longer time to process different products. Some may be edible or some may be inedible. Utilization of poultry byproducts. Here we will talk about the utilization of the poultry so as to convert it into useful resources. Waste products from the poultry processing and egg production industry must be efficiently dealt with, as the growth of these industries depends largely on waste management. Animal and Poultry Waste Management Center at North Carolina State University is a big boost for the dealing of the waste generated from the poultry industries. Conversion of the waste to a valuable products and the work being supported by various organizations, agencies companies, etc. The intensive and large-scale production of the food animals and animal products have generated an enormous disposal problem for the animal industry. These waste includes animal excreta, mortalities, hair, feather, and processing waste, and are convertible to useful resources. Utilization of poultry byproducts. As we have already discussed about byproduct utilization of poultry, an efficient thermophilic anaerobic digester system that converts animal manure to methane for an energy source was reported by C. The properties of the feather degrading bacterium, that is Bacillus licheniformis, which can ferment and then convert feathers to feather lysate, a digestible protein source for the feed uses. An enzyme, namely keratinase, secreted by this bacterium, was purified and characterized. The keratinase is a potent proteinase that hydrolyzes collagen, elastin, and feather keratin emulsion based mutton nuggets, incorporating chicken byproducts, for example, skin, gizzard, and heart. So, we have studied about the poultry processing and especially the industry which are specific to the meat and poultry and the utilization of their byproducts. In this, meat and poultry industry byproducts have been studied for its utilization to convert valuable food and non-food products. Under utilization of the byproducts not only lead to the loss of the potential revenues but also lead to the added and increasing cost of disposal of these products. Non-utilization of animal byproducts in a proper way may create major aesthetic and catastrophic health problems. Traditions, culture, and religions are often important when a meat byproduct is being utilized for food. The meat co-products are produced by slaughter, processors, wholesalers, retailers, and renderers. Byproducts such as blood, liver, lung, kidney, brain, spleen, and tripe have good nutritive value and therefore can be converted into other food and non-food items. Waste products from the poultry processing industries must be capable to produce the byproducts from meat, poultry, and fish processing industries. So students, let us now summarize what we have learned in this module. In this module, we have discussed about the utilization of the byproducts of fish, meat, and others. These byproducts not only lead to the loss of the potential revenues, but also this lead to the added and increasing cost of disposal. Non-utilization of animal byproduct in a proper way may create major aesthetic and catastrophic problems. Byproducts in the meat industry and its utilization, types of byproducts, nutritional value of the co-products, utilization, and isolation of the blood, skin, hides, gelatin from the hides and skins, they have been studied in this module. We have also studied the utilization of the edible tallow and lard. We have also studied about the utilization of the poultry byproducts in the various food and non-food production. Type 1, as we know, contains diaphragm, head, meat, bachai, heart, kidney, pancreas, tail meat, thymus, tongue, etc. Under type 2, we have talked about the mammalian species such as blood, blood plasma, brain, feet, large intestine, small intestine, lungs, esophagus, meat, stomach, etc. Byproducts are efficiently utilized for the conversion of many value-added food and non-food products, and efficient utilization of byproducts have direct impact on the economy and on the environment. Blood, liver, lung, kidney, brains, spleen and tripe have good nutritional values. Treated fish waste have found many applications, among which the most important are the animals. Underutilization of these byproducts not only lead to the loss in terms of the revenue, but this lead to the problem, the environmental problem, the handling problem, the disposal problem. Non-utilization of the animal byproduct in a better way may create many aesthetic and catastrophic health problems. It can prevent these problems. That is all about the byproducts. And even the byproducts, as we all know, they have been converted into valuable items like leather and the leather products. Thank you.
So now you have seen the byproduct utilization from meat and poultry industry in various forms. Now is the turn of fish and seafood industry. So we will be knowing the byproducts of this particular industry and its utilization in the next module. Thank you.